Welcome, everybody, to the Monday version of the Mindset/Training Call. My name is Ron Pruett, and I'm with the Bump Card, and we're all with the Bump Card. That's why we're here. But let's go over something we're going to do this evening. Something's going to be a little bit different this evening. What we're going to actually do, we're going to have an audience participation, but the audience participation is going to be through the chat room, the chat box, where you can put your questions in there. You're going to want to have questions. I'll explain in a minute. But while we're doing this, let me go ahead and share my screen and just show you something here. Okay, so let's go over this together. Let me open it up. Okay, on my screen right now, you're looking at our promotion. This promotion runs August, September, October, November. Now, how does it work? Well, let's go down to every month. We'll have a first, second, and third place. That's August, September, October, November. How do you win first, second, and third place? Well, as you know, in our comp plan, the residual side goes 10 levels deep. You can see here the point value. So when you personally sponsor somebody, you get 50 points. When they put somebody in, you get 25. When they put somebody in, they get 25. But when you get down to level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it goes back to 50 points. Why? Because we're teaching people how to drive in depth. In depth is what we're trying to teach. So this happens every month, and what are they going to get? They're going to get crystal. You can see down here for every okay, example, 3 new affiliates, you get, okay, the crystal. First, second, third place point earners in August, September, October, November, they will all get crystal for a first, second, and third place, not the plastic crystal, the real stuff. I'm just kidding. So what happens is this. Now also, as you're moving through these months, be aware that for every 3 people, that every 3 affiliates or every 3 customers that you do, you'll have a name in the hat. You'll get a ticket in the hat. So let me explain. We're in August. Let's say you put 2 people, affiliates in August, and then you put 1 in September. Does that count as 3? No, it doesn't. September counts 1. Each month is separate. So August, you need to put 3. September, you need to put 3 or 6 or 9. Multiples of 3 puts another ticket in the hat for you, because after the 4 months, we're going to take the cumulative score of each person. First place will win 2,000, second place will win 1,000, third place will win 750, and then we're going to take those tickets that you were able to get in the hat. We're going to draw 2 winners for $500 apiece. Now, let me explain something to you. All of this is predicated on new line of sponsorship. What does that mean, Ron? Let me explain. Let's say that we start in August. I've already sponsored Thomas Dubois as of August 1. He was already in my business. But in August the 2nd, Thomas goes and sponsors a person. Can I count that on my level 2 for 25 points? No, I cannot, because Thomas was already in before August 1. So if August 1 rolls around and I sponsor Thomas in August, and then he goes and puts that person in, well, I get 50 points for level 1 with Thomas, and I get 25 for the person he sponsored. Okay, so everything is predicated on new line of sponsorship in the month of August. Now, when the month of August ends, you can't count them again. September starts anew. So new line of sponsorship again. But remember, at the end, all the accumulated points for the month of August, September, October, November, we're going to add those together for the 2,000 first place, 1,000 second place, 750 third place, and 2 drawings for $500, and you get your name in the hat for every 3 people you sponsor or customers you bring on board in the month of August, September, October, November. Every 3, every 6, every 9 puts another in the hat. Multiples of 3. Okay, so let me do this really quickly. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Okay, here, there you're seeing on my screen right now, you see this is the way it stands right now as of the 10th of this month. The 10th of this month. We have Chaz Carter, 200 points in the lead. Chris Nally, 175. Thomas Washington, 150. Thomas Vincent, 100. Lori McDonald, 100. That's your top 5. There's another 100, but we'll speak about the top 5. There they are. Okay, so let me stop share. Okay, so we're back. Let me expand this so I can see everything. All right, so here, guys, hold on. Something just happened to my computer. Just bear with me. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, we're back. So That is the promotion. Please let your people know about this promotion. If they don't know it, get with me, get with Gordon, but get with your upline. Get with your upline. Get with the person that's running your team. Contact them. Have them send you the brochure you just looked at, the flyer you just looked at. All of your leaders, all of your team leaders, everybody has it. If you don't have it, get with your upline sponsorship. Go through your line of sponsorship. Get that flyer sent to you. It's important to have that. So let's get started this evening. One of the things I want to do this evening is very simple. Let me close this down real quick. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take the time and I want to talk about something this evening that's very important about what we're doing. Very, very, very important. Now, what would that be? Well, what it's going to be is this. It's going to be something called prospecting. A lot of times I get so many phone calls every day of people talking about, well, what do I do? You know, what do I say? I mean, do you have a script? Do you have, okay, so I have the same answer that I have for everybody. It's a very simple answer. That answer is, there is no magic script. There is no magic button. There's none of these things. I mean, it comes down to this. It's called, the learning is in the doing. The learning is in the doing. Now, we do have some things you can say that makes it easier. We want to cover that. So here's what I want to do. In the text box, in the chat box, what I want you to do is this. Give me some places where we can prospect. Just write it in there. Facebook, whatever you can think of, where we can prospect. How do we prospect? Just put it in there, because what I want to do is I want to go over the prospecting aspect. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to go over the follow-up prospect, because let's face it, prospecting means nothing if you don't know how to do what? Prospect. If you don't know how to follow up. You have to follow up for it to work. It has to work. And I have a person that made that absolutely true over the weekend, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So let's look at some of these. Social media. Yep. Chaz, social media. How many people are as off? I don't understand that question, Jerry. How many people are as off in today? I don't know. Email list, good one. Facebook stories, restaurants, realtors, every business you walk in, business such as restaurants, realtors, trade shows, vendors, network events. All these are fantastic answers. Now, but I want to do something here. Let's talk about, let's do this. Let's go to Beverly D'Amico. If you would please, and listen, I'm just calling people out. So if you don't do it, I understand. Beverly, can you unmute yourself? I want to talk a little bit about your choices, about the restaurants and the realtors. Can you unmute?
Okay. Yep, I'm fine. I'm here.
Hi, how you doing, Beverly? Good to see you.
I'm doing fine.
Awesome. So, Beverly, let's talk a little bit about these restaurant and realtors. If you were to prospect restaurant and realtors for the bump card, what does that look like? What does that look like? How would you do that?
Well, I would explain to the realtors, number one, just like we see in our, a realtor that we have in our group, the advantage is you could put all your listings, all your videos right on your bump card. The people can always have it with them. It's like a website, a walking virtual website.
That's a fantastic answer, because that's exactly what it is, Beverly. It is a website. It is a mini website that you can build any way you want to. And yes, realtors and restaurant people, they can put on there whatever they want, they want. But we're going to expand this just a little bit. I think it's good to do. Let's say that you have a realtor that you're reaching out to realtors, and it could be a cold prospecting. Cold prospecting means you're just reaching out to people you don't really know, but you have their contact where you can get to them. Well, let's say that you're reaching out to them, and let's say you do this. Let's say Beverly is a realtor, and I want to reach out to her, and I get her on the phone, and I go, Beverly, listen, my name is Ron Pruett. I'm reaching out to you because I know you're a realtor. I know it's a competitive world in the realtor world. And she's going to say, yeah, because that's true. It's absolutely true. And I'm going to say, listen, have you seen the new technology for 2020 that lets people like you, the realtors of the world, really promote themselves to their customers and soon to be customers? Have you seen it? What is
no, I haven't seen it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Beverly. I'm going to send it to your cell phone number. I'll send you what it looks like.
Great.
And you'll see it. It's a digital business card, okay?
Sure.
When you get that, there's a video on there that explains it. Watch the video, and I'll get back with you.
Okay, it sounds great.
That's it. That's it. Okay,
Mhm.
so and I'm doing this for a reason because that's the prospecting aspect of it. So let me pick another one. Let's see here. Brenda Green, can you unmute yourself?
Yes,
Good. Hi, Brenda. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. So we just covered the restaurants and we just covered the real estate. How about insurance companies? Tell me what it looks like for you if you're talking to an insurance agent, how you talk to them about the bump card.
You would be able to send them examples, I guess,
Yeah.
of
Yeah, you can. You can.
examples of quotes
You
on
can.
for homeowners
Right.
or medical.
Absolutely. You can do all of these things. Now, remember, guys, we have an advantage here also. Now, it takes a little work to do this, but let's say that like Brenda, she's talking, about an insurance agent, insurance company. What if you were to go build your card where it represented an insurance person and you put everything on there, then send it to them? How about that? What if you could send them an insurance? Because you can change your card anytime and you can do it on the spot, on the fly. You can do it and just hit, update it or publish, and it's done. Then you can send it out, then change it back to what you're doing. Save all your pictures in your gallery, and you can just rebuild what you got going on. But that's a great point. But listen, here's the same thing. If you're talking to an insurance agent, hey, listen, have you seen the new card out there for 2020? The new technology that keeps your business in order, and it's a marketing platform on texting? Have you seen that? No. Let me send you mine. On there is going to be a video. You just click it and watch the video. It explains everything, and I'll get back with you. There's something that I'm doing here that you'll probably catch. What you're going to see is you see the exact. Now, I'm not saying it works for everybody, but your goal is very simple. Your goal is when you're prospecting to do what? Get your card in front of them. Get your card in front of them. That could be tapping a phone, getting your card on their phone. That could be texting it, just like what we're talking about, texting it to their cell phone. That could be having someone scan your QR code, but get your card on their phone. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's important. I've done countless three-way phone calls with people, and I can tell you on those three-way phone calls, I can always tell the affiliate, hey, just send them your card right now, because they've never done it. And when they send them their card and we're on the three-way phone call, more times than not, that person goes, wow, that's amazing. When they see the card and how fast it got there, it just opens up a new avenue for talking and speaking. So what you'll always hear me do, and it doesn't matter how it happens. It really doesn't matter how it happens. It is super, super, super important to get your card on their phone. Get your card on their phone. Jerry Shelton, can you unmute yourself, sir? Okay, that's fine. Jeff Schwartz, how about you? Can you unmute?
Yes, I can.
Jeff, I found it interesting that you said through your signature in your emails. I find that very interesting, but I find it great. I really do. So the majority, so Jerry, I guess my question is when you do it by email, when you put your link in an email on your signature, do you follow up with them to see if they looked at it? Do they know that they have your card? Do they know that the link's there? Do they know?
Sometimes, but it's just always there no matter who I send an email to and for what purpose.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
So a lot of it's going to be hit and miss.
Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. But
they'll see it over and over.
Yeah, absolutely. But so when you're sending out emails on that signature line, could you do something? And I'm sure you can. Can you highlight like a yellow highlight on your link where they go, oh, what is that? It kind of stands out to them. You know what I mean? In your signature line.
Yes, you can. I use Google and I can.
Yeah.
Email, Gmail.
Yeah. So little things like that, whatever you can do to make that stand out where they go, oh, what is that? Because a lot of times when I'm looking at emails, I don't go all the way to this. I see the signature line, but for me, it's another signature line. That's what it is. But if you highlight that link, I'm going to go, what is that? I'm going to notice it highlighted. So just bring it to my attention where I can click on it and maybe go look at your card and see that video or whatever you have on there. But that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Excuse me, Ron, but also make it a hot link, so all they have to do is click on it to go directly to my bump card.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I meant. Highlight it, make it a hot link. They just click it, boom, it goes straight there. That's a great idea. Anything, ladies and gentlemen, anything you can possibly do, anything to expose your lifetime card, as Thomas Dubois just mentioned, your lifetime card, your bump card, your digital business card to everybody over and over and over again. Listen, marketing is marketing. And what you need to know about marketing is a person has to see it 5 to 7 times before they even recognize it's there. That's just marketing. 5 to 7 times before they even recognize it's there. That's why you see commercials over and over and over and over till finally you know the jingle in your mind. You know the music jingle in your head. You've seen it so many times. So many times. So Shane, can you unmute Shane? You said every business you walk in.
Hey, Ron. Hey,
Hey
guys.
Shane, this is gonna be good, guys. We got the CEO. He's on.
Guys,
So-
it's every business you walk in, every person that holds a card. I mean, the very first thing I do is ask them to see their digital business card. 99% of them say, "What is that?" or can't show you. Gives you the opportunity to send yours to them. You can ask them to give you a business card if you're at a restaurant or anything else. Say, "Hey, do you have a business card?" And then when they hand you a paper one, say, "Oh, it's paper," and let them see your digital business card after. And then show them how to get one. Say, "Hey, let me send you my digital business card." And don't forget to ask them, "Do you want one? Let me show you how to get one. You need it." Make sure and ask. I don't think we're asking and getting people to say, "No, I don't think I need one," or, "Let me send you more information. I'm going to get back with you." Kind of the old sales, is ask them and keep asking them till they say no.
I really think that's fantastic, that information you
Get an
just
answer out
offered
of
about asking. The thing about sales, because look, guys, we're in sales. It's just the way it is. I know people say, "Oh, I hate sales. I don't want to do sales," but you're in sales. I mean, if you're with the bump card and you're trying to build a business with it, you are in sales. And Shane's right. I think a lot of times we do very well and we stop where the rubber meets the road. We don't ask for the sale, because I can tell you, if you don't ask for it, you're never going to get it. You're just never going to get it. Look, there's something you can do to make it easier to ask for it. You can put a link on your card that goes directly to your sign-up page. You can put that on there and go, "Hey," and when you're following up, "Hey, see that thing that says get your bump card here?" Click that. It takes you directly to the page where you buy the bump card. That makes it more easy. Look, if you watch the video, I'll follow up with you, and then you can say, just click that button. It'll take you directly. They go directly to your replicated website or your sign-up page. Wherever you want to send them is where you can send them. That's great, Shane. I'm seeing something here from Jerry Shelton that makes a lot of sense to me. You guys might see it. COVID touchless marketing. Guys, I'm telling you, it is unfortunate that this pandemic has hit us. It's really unfortunate. But what I'm going to tell you is, in everything that happens like this, there's always opportunity. And there's opportunity here. I mean, if you go asking people right now, just start asking businesses, start asking people as they go back. Listen, let me ask you something. Is your marketing, is it pandemic prepared? Is it pandemic? Because I'm telling you, marketing is totally different after this pandemic. It's different. If you don't believe me, what I'm going to tell you is this. Your businesses out there, the small businesses, the medium businesses, they absolutely need to have this bump card, and then they need to be marketing 10x more than they did before, because they don't have people just walking in their business anymore. They need to learn how to do this. It's super, super, super important, okay? So you could say, "Hey, listen, is your business pandemic prepared?" Because if it's not, I have a program called COVID Touchless Marketing. You need to see it. It's new technology for 2020. Do you have a digital business card? No, I don't. Let me show you mine. Let me send you mine. Our goal is this. Get the card on their phone. Get the card on their phone. Prospecting is get the card on their phone. I can't say it enough. I really can't. Okay? So that's super important. Super, super, super important. So tonight's phone call, hold on. keep it. Contact. Okay. Then Kim, that's going to be a customer service question, not for this platform. Tonight is prospecting and follow-up. Okay. Customer service question. Shane, you might want to address that when you get the chance tomorrow. So, okay. So prospecting and follow-up. So we know now that there's countless businesses, countless individuals, entrepreneurs, everything out there that we can absolutely help with this bump card. Guys, I am telling you, and girls, I talk to people all day long that if I've heard it once, I've heard it 100 times already. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this. This is a great idea. This thing will take off like crazy. I'm hearing these things every day. So it comes down to this when it comes to prospecting. It comes down to talking to more people. You truly have to talk to more people. And then you got to continue to talking to them because, like I said, 5 to 7 times they need to see it before it lands in their thinking process. Because it's always like this. I can talk to Ken Kelm. And if I talk to Ken Kelm the first time and I'm talking circles, Ken Kelm might be thinking in his mind squares. We make no connection. There's nothing there. So we have to continue to keep talking until he hears me talking circles. Now we can have a discussion. So you have to keep doing that. You got to remember, you don't know where a person's mind is when you're talking to them. You don't know where they're at in their life. And just because they didn't understand doesn't mean it's a no. That's not what it means. All it means is they didn't understand exactly what was meant at that time. That's all it means, okay? So, yes, Thin Kim, Shane is correct. Please get with your upline, whoever brought you into the business, and if they don't know, let's just keep going upline until we get an answer for you. And that's for everybody here. If you have questions, if you have something you're not clear on or things of that nature, please get with your upline. Very, very important who brought you in. If they don't have an answer for you, all we can do is go to their upline and go to their upline until we do what? Until we land to the place that we have to be for doing what? Getting your answer. That's the most important part. So,
hey Ron, this is Katie. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you please say that realtor saying that you said at the beginning of the call, speaking to realtors? I didn't quite catch it all.
I tell you what, Katie, I probably can't recall it at the moment because I've said a lot of things.
Well, it was prospect. It was like prospect when you're just cold calling a realtor.
Yeah, it's the same thing that I did for an insurance agent. It's kind of like this. Hey, listen, have you seen the new technology out there for 2020 that will help you get in front of more clients to sell house, whatever you want to say? It mans your business and it's technology. It helps market you. Have you seen it? It's a digital business card. Oh, you haven't seen it? Let me send you mine. When you get it, be sure and watch that video that's on there. It'll explain it. See, what you don't want to do, guys, it's so important. What you don't want to do is you don't want to get into the explanation process on the phone because it makes no sense. The reason it doesn't make sense is because YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. #1 is Google, and Google owns YouTube. But why is YouTube #2? Simply because it's videos. People like to see explanations on videos. People like to see videos. What's going on with videos? It just makes sense. That's the whole reason for it, okay? Look cheap like a 3-star hotel key card. What? Okay, that's kind of crazy. Thank you. All right, so that's why I have to reach you also there. Okay, Shane, please kind of cover that for me. So, okay, so that's the prospecting. Prospecting is simple. The more you do, the more people you get to talk to, the more ability you have to get them in the business. So let's talk now about follow up. Because why would you ever do a lot of prospecting if you don't do the follow-up process? The follow-up process is super, super important. It's more important than the prospecting. It actually is. Now, I understand you have no one to follow up with if you don't do the prospecting. I understand that 110%. But follow-up is so, so, so important. And I'm going to bring a person on right now that spent the weekend following up on some leads they received through LinkedIn and kind of let him explain to you what happened. So, Thomas, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Thomas, you called me on Sunday, and you said, hey, I started following up on these leads I'm getting from LinkedIn, these connections. And you said, I signed one up already. Now, guys, understand, this is cold marketing. He doesn't know these people, okay? So, Thomas, if you would, kind of tell us how that went for you.
Well, it went real good. So to all of you that are working social media in one way or another, you know, the key to it all is follow up. But, you know, honestly, for me, I had accumulated, you know, quite a few new people on LinkedIn and hadn't had an opportunity due to certain situations to do proper follow up. And I just started to respond to them, looking at what business they were in, trying to personalize it towards their business, and finding out how they connected with me, whether it's through one system or through a personal connection, and just started to talk to them and just started to ask them if they had a digital business card or you know, please look at mine and check out the free demo. And so in the conversations, it always led to well, so far, like today, I'm in a lot of conversations. That gentleman that signed up has not bought a package, but he will. And then 2 other gentlemen from today should buy a package. You know, it's just follow up. Fortune's in the follow up.
But let me ask you something, Thomas, while I got you here. You
Okay.
just said that gentleman that came on board. He came on board, but he hasn't bought a package yet, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
You said, I have 2 more that will come on board. But I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this loaded question, Thomas. How often will you continue to talk to these people? What makes you stop? What makes you stop talking to them?
Nothing. You know, I'm going to continue a conversation and build relationship one way or the other. I'm really pitching them on for what it can do for them. I'm not shoving something down their throat or whatnot. And I'm talking to them about what they're doing. And, you know, so, you know, sometimes it's not like I'm, until they tell me that they're not interested, I guess, for me. If you want to know the real answer, I'm gonna keep communication going and keep going back and forth, you know, because it only takes a quick subject of, hey, did you get a chance to check out the video? If not, I hope you have a great business day today, high and prosperous, whatever, you know.
Right.
You know, it's just a matter of loving up on people and keeping a conversation going, if
Absolutely.
that's what you were after.
That's exactly what I was looking for. In other words, Thomas builds big businesses because he prospects a lot and he follows up. But not only does he follow up, he stays with them. You heard what he said. I build relationships with them. I talk to them. We have conversations. And that's why he builds big businesses, because that's what he does. There's, like I was stating when we first started, there's really no magic in what we're doing. I mean, there's really not. There's no magic button. There's no magic phrase. It's just the more you do it, the better you get. The more you do it, the more you talk to, the more you talk to, the more people come into your organization. That's just the way it is. It's not going to change. It's just the way it happens, okay? So if you're sitting back wondering, you're going, you know, I'm just not getting anybody in. I'm not getting any customers. I'm not getting anybody that wants to do this. Ask yourself one serious question, and please, it's a very, very serious question. Make sure that you ask yourself this: am I doing the right activity? Am I doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? Am I talking to enough people? Because I'm going to tell you, if you're talking just to 2 or 3 people a week, that's not enough. That's really not, unless they know you very well and like you're very, very good friends, and you might be able to put 2 a week in or 1 a week in, something like that. That's fine. So again, let's talk about following up again. Guys, we've all heard this more than once. There's $1 million in the follow-up. There's $1 million in the follow-up. And that's absolutely correct. There is. But again, it's you follow up because you did what I call now I forget it, the right activity. You know, being able to do the right activity up front on prospecting. That's super, super, super important. So let's talk about 1 second. We're in the month of August. And you need to understand, in our field of network marketing, and some of us been doing this a long time, like myself. I've been doing it a long, long time. What I'll tell you is this: Coming up on the months that we're in right now, August, September, October, and November, that's our sweet spot. That is our sweet spot. That is when it's time to go get people. They're looking for things to do. Summertime is over. This will be a little bit different because of the pandemic that happened. It's going to change a little bit of what we're looking at. You know, it's going to change it a little bit, but still, at this time, people are creatures of habit. And along this time, people are always doing what? They're always looking for something to do. Summer's over. They're settling down. They're not going to jobs right now. A lot of people are, but not all. A lot of them have not gone back to their jobs. Now is the perfect time to reach out to people. It is the perfect time because I keep telling everybody, when this pandemic happened, there's going to be people that's thinking in their mind right now, if this ever happens again, I have to be prepared for it not to happen to me what happened before. That's what they're thinking. So everybody's got this side hustle mentality now. The side hustle mentality where they can make extra money on the side. If they go back to their job, they're still thinking what we're talking about. They're still thinking about it, okay? So let me go back here and look at some, let's talk about three-way phone calls. I do three-way phone calls a lot, and I do them with a number of different people. I do three-way phone calls. Here's what I'm going to tell you. When you do your follow-up call, it's a very simple process, the follow-up call. If I'm calling Thomas on the phone, all I'm going to do is this. Thomas, can we role play just for a second? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, so I've sent Thomas a card, and I said, Thomas, I'm going to send you my business card out there. There's going to be a video there. And when you see the video, look, I'll just call you back, okay? So I'm going to call Thomas back, and the phone's ringing, and Thomas answers the phone. Answer the phone, Thomas.
Hello.
Hey, Thomas, look, it's Ron. Listen, just getting back with you. You know, I sent you that digital business card.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you watch the video?
You know, yes, I did.
Okay. Well, you can give me the no too, Thomas. We can do
I was gonna, but
you can give me the no. That's fine. You just okay. Give me the no.
you know, today I was extremely, extremely busy. We got fires up here in the mountains, and I didn't quite get to it today, Ron.
No problem. Look, I understand life gets in the way. I get it. Hey, Thomas, let me ask you a question though. You told me you was a real estate agent, and you understand marketing for a real estate agent. Do you think it's important that you kind of get your marketing a little bit like pandemic ready? Because, you know, times have changed. Do you think that'd be an important thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. So when do you have 24 minutes of your life to watch that video?
You know what, Ron? You make some good points, and I'll make it a point to do that tomorrow. Can we do can you call me back at the same time?
Yeah. What time?
Same time as now.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Yep.
Perfect. I'll call you back. So I hang up. I call him back. Here we go again. Thomas answered the phone.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Thomas, listen. So I got a question for you. Did you watch the video?
You know, 30 minutes ago, I thought of you and I watched it.
Okay. All right. So I really only have one question, Thomas. What did you like best about what you saw? That's a key question. Write that down. What did you like best about what you saw? Not what do you think. Get what do you think out of your head. That is not what you want to say. What do you think is a negative question? What you want to ask is this. What did you like best about what you saw? Go ahead, Thomas.
Well, the points that you made kind of pointed me in a direction that got my my brain a working at how many different things I could use this for. And I love the fact as a realtor that I could put all of my listings on this, that I could have a forever card, and that I could change it consistently, and all of my prospects would have that opportunity to share it for me. So all of the points that the video made, all of the curiosities that you got me going in, have me pretty excited about what I saw.
Well, you know what, Thomas? I talked to a lot of real estate people, but did you see the part where you can absolutely, you know, like you guys do those interior videos of homes, like the 360 videos? Did you see that you can put that video on there and kind of, you know, you can kind of feature a certain home on the 360 video? People can watch it on their card.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's pretty awesome, huh?
It sure is.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you, do you have any questions for me at the moment?
Well, you know, I didn't quite see how I would be able to sign up, and maybe I missed that little part. But if you want to send me a link, I think that I want to jump on the team.
I can do that. I can send you a link, or if you want, since we're on the phone, I can kind of walk you through it. Would that be okay?
That would be awesome. Absolutely.
Perfect. And oh, by the way, it's not on my card, but if you want a custom card, kind of like you do your signage as a realtor, you know, your picture on it, things like that, your business card, we can make the card just like that.
Excellent.
All right, cool. There you go. There you go.
Thanks.
So guys, it's not difficult. So what the most important thing that you do is when you follow up, you got to get this question right. And you got to get to this question. What did you like best about what you saw? And when you ask that question, you have to shut up and be quiet. Don't say anything. Let them tell you, because when you say, what did you like best about what you saw? It's just a sales technique. You're making their mind think positive. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Not thinking negative, like a sales thing. Okay. What did you like best about what you saw? And you're going to continue to call them. And look, I don't get upset because Thomas said I didn't watch it. I understand. It's just life gets in the way. It's okay. But do you think it's important that a real estate person like you looking to be successful, you need all this new kind of marketing out there? Because let's face it, COVID hit people pretty hard and you need a different type of marketing. Yeah, absolutely. So I can take that follow-up. I can use that follow-up for every kind of industry, every kind of person, because all I do is I relate the bump card to what they do. It would be the same follow-up for an insurance agent. Well, let me ask you something, Thomas. As an insurance agent, can you see the bump card helping you get new customers? The minute they say yes, they're done. They're done. You don't need to sell them anymore. Now, here's what happens. When I ask Thomas, most people, when I'm talking to them on the phone and I go, well, do you have any questions for me at the moment? I always ask that question. And Thomas knows why I asked that question. So I'm asking that question again. Thomas, do you have any questions for me at the moment?
No.
Okay,
no.
great. So you ready to get your bump card?
Yes.
Okay, here's what happens. When you ask that question, do you have any questions for me at the moment? A lot of you will hear, no, I don't have any, but you still want to keep talking. That's when you stop. So you ready to get your bump card? If they have no questions, you ready to get your bump card? Yeah. You'll be surprised how many, yeah. Or they'll go, well, not yet. And you have to be able to go, oh, I understand. I just thought you were ready because you had no questions. If that makes sense. I hope that makes perfectly good sense to you. So it's a simple procedure. I would suggest spending your time reading books, literature, listening to CDs, whatever it is, digital media on prospecting and closing. There's so much stuff out there on learning how to do it. And quite frankly, the more you read, the more you do, the better you get. The more you read, the more you do, the better you get. It just opens up your mind and you're quick, you're witty. You understand when you hear something, oh, I know how to respond. There is it's like a dance. There is a dance going on there. But it has to work in a way that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. You have got to use them in proportion. You have to. You have to listen closely to what they say, because I guarantee you, if you listen very, very close, they will tell you what to say to them to make them buy. They will let you know where they're at. Chaz Carter, are you here? Unmute, Chaz.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chaz, I know we've been doing some three-way phone calls, and I do them with other people just as well, not only you. But, Chaz, I bring you here because how many times, Chaz, have we talked to people and they said, I think this is the most awesome thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this.
95 to 97% of the time.
Right. Now, there's only one thing that Chaz does that makes a lot of sense. He does it every single day on every single person, and it works. It works. He does a three-way phone call. A three-way phone call. And I do them with a lot of people, folks, not just Chaz. I do them all the time. And I'll do them with you. You start prospecting, let me know when you're doing three-way phone calls. I don't want to do them with you. Let me tell you who needs to do them with you. The person that needs to do them with you is your sponsor. The person that needs to do them with you is the people in your upline. The person that needs to do them with you is the Chazes and the Thomases and the Kens and everybody here that has a team. That's who needs to do them, not Ron Pruett. I mean, I make myself available if your upline team is not available. That's it. But go to them first. Go to them first. Super, super important. Super important. Okay? So one thing you'll never remove that works all the time is a three-way phone call. Now, Chaz, here's what I want you to do for me. When you call back and you call somebody and you're following up with them, I want you to tell everybody how you transfer to talking to them to a three-way phone call. How do you do that? Because a lot of people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to try to get somebody else on the phone. They don't know how to transition to a three-way phone call, if you will, sir.
Sure, absolutely. Typically, when I get them on the phone, the first order of business is just like what we covered. You know, what did you like best about what you saw? They tell me, I listen to them, and I keep my mouth shut. And then when it comes to bringing on, let's say Ron, for instance, I'll tell them, and I go ahead and I start the edification process about Ron. Now, I also put a disclaimer out there because I know Ron's super busy. Just like, you know, if I was to call DeLon, he's super busy as well. But regardless, when I tell them, I'll say, listen, busy people make big things happen. And let me see, I can't make any promises. I then will either obviously say, hang on a second, let me see if I get a hold of Ron. And what I will do is add a call and call Ron. Now, Ron answers, I give him the lowdown. I don't ambush Ron right off the bat because I want him to understand who I'm bringing on the call, what their background is, not their life story, but just pretty much a 30-second take of who they are. And then I bring Ron on the call. I confirm that both parties, even though I can look at my phone and see plain as day they're there, I do that because people perk up when they hear the first name. And so I always make sure, Ron, are you on the call? Yes. Joe, are you on the call? Yes. Okay. And hey, Ron, this is Joe. Joe is a conventional business owner out of Nashville, Tennessee. Very successful. He saw the free demo, the video. He liked what he saw. He had a couple of questions. And obviously, Ron, I told you a little bit about him. And then I tell Ron's background briefly. Then I say, you know, I know that Ron's time is very valuable and very short, so I'm going to shut up and take advantage of it. And that's exactly what I say.
That's exactly every single time. I think he has a script or something because it's exactly like that every single time. But he does it with other people too. His upline, his sponsorship, he does it with them. And if they're not there, he'll call me. And that's just what we do. But again, I can't stress this enough, folks. We have to build camaraderie in the group. We got to build that culture of supporting each other. So always, always, always go to your sponsor. Let your sponsor know that you're doing three-way phone calls. Are they available? No, I'm with the family. Go to the next person up. I'm doing three-way phone calls. Are you available? Well, I got the ball game going on with my son. Go to the next one up. Let them know I'm doing phone calls. I need somebody that's ready and available for three ways. And you go all the way up until you get to the very top person that's right, whatever you got to do. Okay, but just understand, this is what we do. Prospect, follow up, pull in an expert. Prospect, follow up, pull in an expert. And it doesn't matter if you're new to this company and you're not an expert, the person on the other line doesn't know it. All they know is you know everything about the bump card, and that's all they need to know. That's all they need to know. And that person that puts you on the phone with them needs to say, it's a real estate agent, and immediately you're thinking, real estate agent, how do I equate it? It's a simple process. Just have a great conversation and have fun. I like to have fun on three-way phone calls. I really do. I laugh a lot. I joke a lot. I do a lot of things. You know, it's just how I do it. And it's just having a conversation. So, guys, we've been here 47 minutes now, coming up on 50 minutes. I didn't expect for it to last this long. So,
Ron, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
This is Beverly. I put in the chat, when you said like we do a sample for a restaurant or a realtor and we send it to them, should we be putting that in, you know, take it out of our front profile and put that, or should we be putting it on the menu? Because like me, I have about 10 different businesses on the menu.
Right. Well, here's what I would do. If it was me now, and you're going to want to get with your sponsor, get with your sponsor, Beverly, and see how they would like to do it. Make sure talk to them. But the way I would do it for me, is I would go ahead and have the bump card video on the first page. I'd have a bio about me. Then I would build a realtor page or something on the next one. And I'd just go, hey, listen, when you get the card, watch that video that talks about the bump card, but then go to the menu up top and click where it says realtor page. Take a look at that. I would just do something like that. I'd make it very simple.
Okay, so realtor page, so then I would put all their information in there really quick. See, I was just, well, I'll talk to my upline and see.
Yeah,
what he
I mean,
thinks.
no,
Anybody-
what I'm
'cause I
saying is,
wanted to make it simple for them just to go and look at it. And then when I send it to them, they'll go, wow, this is my company. This is my video. It's like, that would be another wow factor, I would think. Instead
you
of
can
having
do that. That takes time. You got to build one for every prospect that you do. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
What I would do is I would go build a generic realtor page, and I'd make it
Okay.
knock out. It'd just knock them out, right?
Okay, that's an idea.
And
Generic one is good.
so
Yeah.
all I would do, I'd start calling realtors all day. Send my card, send my card, send my card, and go, listen, click the menu. There's a page there for realtors. Take a look at it. And on the title, it says realtor page.
Okay.
So they just click on it. Boom, it opens up. There it is. But I
That's
still
true.
have on the front, I still have the bump card, the video about the bump card, who we are, what we do, how great it is. All that's still there. But again, get with your upline and see
Okay,
how they
great.
handle it.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. So listen, I don't want to open this up to Q&A because we could be here all night. It's already 8:50 and I don't want to do that. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I need to remind everybody, there is 63 people on this call. Today is what? Monday. Today is Monday. What is Monday? Again, I say it every Monday. It's the beginning of your weekly pay cycle. It is the beginning of your weekly pay cycle. Everything you do on moving product from Monday through Sunday is the first order bonus, the fast start bonus, the repeat order bonus. Okay, so that's important. Guys, you need to make a goal for yourself. There are 63 of you on this thing right now. 63. I would think by the end of this week, Sunday, I would think everybody can get one. Remember, we got this promotion going. And don't take it lightly because there's some people serious about this thing. They are. But you need to get in there and win it. Just go win it, or at least get yourself, multiple times in the hat. Get three. Get in the hat for $500. It's Christmas money. We're going to give it to you before Christmas. You'll get it before Christmas. That's an awesome, awesome thing. So 63 people here. 63 people. I would imagine that if you put forth the income producing activity, the IPA, which is prospecting, follow up, bring on the expert. Prospecting, follow up, bring on the expert. If you do that, I promise you, each and every one of you will at least have one this week. Okay? Listen, God bless everybody. Be here Thursday night when we do the live presentation. I'll be doing a live presentation on Thursday. Be sure, bring prospects. Spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday prospecting, and then get them on there Thursday night. We will see you there, folks. God bless everybody. Thank you for being here. We will see you Thursday.